So you like science fiction. Don't you find that science and fiction both together it's contrary to each other? Science is based on facts and fiction is based on imagination.
So probably that is what gives the beauty to the movie, sir. Imagining science in a fictitious environment, probably that gives the beauty, and probably it gives more imaginative power, and it generates research capabilities also in that direction.
Which are the movies you liked in science fiction?
So my all-time favorite is Interstellar, sir. But the recent one I have seen is the Oppenheimer.
It's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
In Oppenheimer, there is one context where a slok of Gita is narrated by the men.
Yes, sir. Robert.
What was that?
So after seeing the aftermath of the Trinity test, sir, he calls that I am death. So that is the slok that is taken from Bhagavad Gita. Sir.
Okay. So you study from Chaitanya school. You know who was Chaitanya?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
So he was a Bhakti saint from Eastern Belt, sir, in the Odisha region.
Odisha or Bengal?
Odisha, I'm sorry, sir, Bengal, sir. Sorry to correct myself. From the Bengal region, sir. He was a Krishna devotee. So Krishna cult is what generally he's associated with.
So what is Bhakti movement and why it came into existence?
Sir, if we can delineate Bhakti movement a bit, sir, in South India, probably the Bhakti movement arose against the Buddhism and Jainism, the expansion of Buddhism and Jainism. And the other reason is mainly to include more and more people into the fold of the Sanatan Dharma. But when it comes to the North, sir, the Bhakti movement, which has inspired from the South itself, the North, the Bhakti movement primarily is anti-caste based, sir, anti-caste and anti-Varna based movement. So against these factors, the Bhakti movement has aroused.
So who were the exponents of Bhakti movement in South?
Sir, it started with Shankaracharya in Kerala, sir, and then Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya. These are the prominent saints, sir.
There were also Alvaraj or...
Yes, sir. Alvars and Nainars are also famous saints.
So nowadays, there's a lot of talk going on about census.
Census?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why last census was not held?
Sir, after COVID, the government was trying to postpone it. I think they wanted to bring in this act, sir, of the women reservation, then do the census, then do the delimitation, and then implement it.
No, but why census is important for any country?
Sir, census gives a lot of data about how the demography is changing, how the properties are being distributed. So based on that, targeted planning can be done, sir. Allocation of resources, delimitation. So a lot of things can be planned based on the census data itself. So census plays a very important role in resource allocation itself.
But so the political parties, they are raising voice to have caste-based.
Yes, sir.
So what's your idea about that?
Sir, the obvious benefits are visible, sir. The caste-based census, how the 75 years, how the reservation benefits have accrued to them, how the financial status has changed among the castes, which castes are backward, which castes have moved a bit forward. So all these things, I think we can get it from the caste census, and accordingly the resources can be allocated, sir.
But you think that it should be held?
I think yes, sir, it should be conducted.
Should be held.
Yes, sir.
But don't you think that it will again propagate casteism in the society and bring divisiveness?
Sir, that is one of the fallbacks, sir. It is alleged that it can happen, but I think we'll be able to get over it in few years of time. Considering the benefits that it would give, a caste-based census which was done about 70 years ago, nearly 100 years ago, sir. I think it should happen, sir, right now.
Okay. But you talked about delimitation.
Yes, sir.
But there are many politicians from the South India itself.
Yes, sir.
So they are saying that why there should be delimitation and it should not be population-based representation, because we are trying to put a brake on population growth, and some of the states they are trying to reap the benefit of having more population.
Sir, this trend of such an argument has been presented by several chief ministers, sir, that the southern states are being punished for a demographic transition that has happened in the southern states. But definitely, sir, I think the census-based delimitation should happen. But to assuage those fears, sir, I think some sort of weightage or a broad-based discussion should happen in the parliament, or let's say in the interstate council, sir, to assuage any fears of the southern states. But census should happen, sir, and delimitation also should happen, sir. That will give a proper setting as to how the politics will be in the country, sir.
And who would be one of the biggest beneficiary of delimitation?
I am sorry, sir.
Women, one third of.
Yes, sir. 1/3 of the reservations will be.
Okay. And why Greenland was in news recently?
Yes, sir. It was because President Trump wanted to take over Greenland with the permission of the Greenland itself. But for the resources of the Arctic region, he wanted to have control over the Greenland islands, sir.
Is it only resource, or are there any other consideration as well?
Yes, sir. One is definitely the resources that would it offer, and it is because of the strategic space, sir, that it would give the America in the northern Arctic region. Moreover, sir, because of the Chinese and Russian presence in the region, he was of the opinion that it will give them more space to operate in that region.
So, which country controls Greenland?
Currently, I think it is under Denmark, sir. It is an autonomous region, but under the umbrella of the Denmark country.
But why it's called Greenland? Is it really green, or?
Sir, that is probably an oxymoron, sir. Iceland is not ice, but rather it is green. But Greenland is not green, rather it is ice.
But don't you think that acquiring Greenland by such kind of measure, it will also open a Pandora box? I mean, for example, China is trying to acquire Taiwan, so it will have legitimacy. What US has done will follow suit.
So, true to the fear, sir, the unilateral nature of President Trump and the transactionalism that he is being depicting in the international politics, I think that would really open up the Pandora gate, sir. When by force, if Greenland is acquired, then it would give an opportunity for the China also to take over Taiwan. So, if there is agreement within the 57,000 people of the Greenland, then I think it would be a better option, sir, if he is willing to acquire the Greenland. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Sagar.
Sir.
You are a master in physics.
Yes.
So, can you highlight certain things about physics which we as a layman can come to know that it is different from other subjects of science?
Sir, I can give an interesting phenomena which will probably...
Just hide main bullet points, one or two.
One is about the quantum mechanics, sir, which has recently evolved in the past 100 years. That is currently ruling that theory is currently the major theory in the entire physics. And secondly, sir, it is about space, which is always fascinating, the gravitational mechanics.
Okay. So, which in your physics can be called as a king of science or mother of science?
Sir, I think neither of them, sir. It is the intersection of maths, physics, and probably today it is all subjects that would give a better view.
That's why I'm saying it is a king of science or mother of science.
I would still not call both of them, sir.
Okay.
It is just a tool.
So, if you have to say any subject as a mother of science, then which subject you will highlight?
None of them, sir.
Okay. So, there are 3 laws of Newton's.
Yes.
So, and it is said that second law is the real law.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
It is, yes, sir. Generally, the second law is most important.
Can you explain to a layman that why it is said that second law is the real law? Then what about the other 2 laws?
Sir, the second law deals with the body in motion. So, whereas in a first law, it is saying how a body would behave when it is at rest and when it is in motion. But when we try to accelerate a body, when we try to change the velocity of the body, how does the body behave? How is the trajectory that is going to happen? It is described by the second law. So that is why generally second law is probably called.
So what about third law?
Third law is action, reaction, force, pressure.
So that's my question. Why it is said that second law is the real law? Or is it not true that other laws driving their validity from first and second law is giving birth to other 2 laws? Or we can drive 1 and 3rd from second?
No, sir. They are not corollary. Rather, they are independent laws, sir.
So that's my question. Why it is said that second law is the real law?
Sir, probably I'm not able to get the exact reason why what sir is expecting.
No, it is said many times that second law is the real law of Newton's. So my question is why it is said or why this statement is made. So who can better guide us than you, who is graduate as well as master in physics?
Yes, sir.
So anyhow, when Science Day is celebrated?
Sir, it is on February 28th, sir.
What is the reason?
It is to honor the effect discovered by Sir C.V. Raman, sir, the Raman effect.
In our constitution,
Yes.
who can make the law?
So with respect to the union subjects, it is the parliament will has the authority to make the law. With respect to the state subject, it is again the state legislatures which can make the laws.
Is there any exception to this?
Yes, sir. Under emergency article 352, the parliament can legislate upon the state subjects also without the consent of the state legislative assemblies. And if there is an article 356 imposed, then after suspending, the parliament can also start legislating on the state subjects, sir.
Okay. When first time emergency imposed in India?
Sir, is it the presidential rule or the national emergency, sir?
When we use the word emergency in India, then which type of emergency we presume?
Sorry, sir. It is under Article 352, sir. As per the Constitution, it is Article 352. So that I think it is in 1961, sir. The Indo-China War.
1961.
On the grounds of external aggression, we have imposed in 1962.
2 or 6?
2, sir. 2, I think, sir.
So is there any overlapping where still parliament can enter into the state matters?
I'm sorry, sir, not able to recall exactly.
Okay. If there is international treaties between two countries,
yes, sir.
India is signatory, then can legislature of Telangana make laws on that?
The parliament has the exclusive jurisdiction to make laws on that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Venkatesh,
sir,
you mentioned something about Trump and Greenland.
Yes.
So Trump has offered to purchase Greenland.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now in this modern world where we have advanced so much, is it that one country can purchase another country? I mean, does it appear to be logical and reasonable?
Sir, if we look at it from the perspective of Greenland inmates, I think they are having their own intentions of making a sovereign nation, Greenland itself. So it is up to the people, sir. If they want to join with the Americans, then it is up to them.
If they want to get purchased, so Trump can purchase them.
More than purchase, I would say, sir, it is about the how do they want to see themselves. But by force, I think it is not a right idea, sir.
You used one term called oxymoron.
Yes.
It is used generally for couple of words which have got opposite meaning, like say responsible drinking.
Yes, sir.
Now, drinking can never be responsible, but people say that go and have responsible drinking.
Yes.
So how Greenland is oxymoron, or how Iceland is oxymoron?
I'm sorry, sir. I probably misused the term. Maybe it is ironical, maybe right terms.
Okay.
I probably misused the terms.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Venkatesh,
Yes.
in South India, why engineering and medical sciences are given more importance? When a person opts for BSc or BA, it is said that there is a notion that this guy is not good for anything. That is how he is opting for BA and BSc. Why is it so?
Ma'am, probably I would humbly disagree with you, ma'am. There is much importance associated with the research ecosystem. Some of the great research institutions itself are in southern India. IIC Bangalore, TIFR. So enough importance is attached, ma'am. But somehow the society, the view from the parent side is also that somebody who has taken BSc or MSc.
That's what I'm asking from the parents' perspective.
From the parents' perspective, ma'am, I really do not know what makes. Because one reason I can think of that is, ma'am, immediately a BSc and MSc will not give any job, but rather a professional degree would give a job. So that is probably one of the reasons, ma'am.
So why South Indians are not inclined towards government jobs compared to North Indians? They're more into private sector, going to US for MS and...
Ma'am, probably once we start having education, as our horizons open up, we will find different interests. Some of them are interested in deep tech, some of them are interested in artificial intelligence, some of them are interested in MS. So it is up to the career choices increase with our educational levels, and probably that is why lesser number of people are opting for government services.
So we have more options in South India than North India for private sector.
Definitely, ma'am. I think so.
So is this the first time you are visiting Delhi?
Yes, ma'am. Just about a week before I went to Delhi.
Okay. So presently Delhi is experiencing fog and smog.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Can you describe me the phenomena of smog and fog?
fog is a low-level cloud of about, let's say, 1 kilometer from the ground, ma'am. Whereas smog is smoke plus fog. Combinedly, we get a smog, ma'am. So it is more polluted compared to fog. And
How fog is formed?
it is a condensation of the water vapor at the lower level itself. At the because of the temperature inversion that happens, the cloud starts condensing at a level of 1 kilometer itself. So there we get the formation of the fog.
Thank you.
Thank you.